Welcome to Money Dew Farm. This is our feed mill. We're still under construction. So we're gonna take you into the feed mill so you can see what's going on. All right, let's go. So I'll give you a little tour of the place. So this is one of our store rooms for keeping the feed. It's keeping the raw materials or even keeping the produced feed. So this is one of the storages. This is still going to the main house, but it's just there temporarily. Our generator, Meccano SP45, but that's the generator there. So this is our feed mill. That's the crusher or hammer machine. So this will crush the corn, and all the limestone and all the raw materials, right? And then the machine is 4-ton capacity. So 4-ton, I believe, is 160 bags of 25 kg feed. From this, we're able to produce roughly around 600 to 800 bags on a daily basis. So these are the stations. That's the engine of the machine. Yeah, you can come. So this is the control area. So that's the grinder. So it's actually called a grinder, not crusher. So that's the grinder. That's the conveyor. So that's the stuff that will take it up into the mixer. So mixer 1 and mixer 2. So it's very easy there to understand. We plan on putting a pelletizer in that corner there, so we can use it to pelletize the feed for maybe the broilers or the goats and everything. We'll take you around to the rest of the feed mill so you can see what else is going on. So we're back outside. So I believe this is one of the staff quarter. So there's a toilet and bathroom inside, and this will be like the changing room or office where they can eat and all those things. So that's a window. Ventilation is very important, and this is a toilet for our customers, our visitors. So that way, the staff have their own secured area, and our visitors, if you want to come and buy feed and you want to use the toilet, you don't have to wee on the street, you understand? So we have like a nice area here. So, very nice toilets, very comfortable WC, nice and clean. So let's keep going. We have about 5 or 6 storehouses. So this is another storeroom. Rainy season, there's usually lots of corn in circulation, but when we get to dry season, that there's corn scarcity. So to ensure that we're able to produce all the time, where we need the storerooms so we can buy enough supplies and have them here ready, to produce. So you can see the room is very big. So this could probably contain maybe a whole trailer of corn, So I think storage is very, very, very important, So that's another room there. We're walking around now. We're back to where we started from. We'll go upstairs so then we can show you the manager's office and the CEO's office, which is upstairs also. So let's go. Right, so we're going up the stairs. You can clearly see there's a lot of construction still going on around here. So we're upstairs. So this is where the manager's office will be, or even our customers, when you come to order your feed and you want to sit down, this is where you'll be inside the manager's office, nice and cool. Very raw right now, you understand? So just visualize a nice office with, AC, nice sofa, you understand? So we want you to be happy when you pay us for the product, So we're gonna make the office really nice. So from here, you get like a nice view of of the site and everything like that, you understand? So we're actually recruiting right now. So if you have experience of working in a feed mill or poultry business, and you have the knowledge and the know-how to be able to manage the site, we are recruiting. So if you see this video, feel free to tender your CV experience with your experiences and references that we're going to verify. Because I think sometimes people twist the truth, a little bit. Maybe they've worked as a worker in a farm and they tell you that they've been a manager before, you understand? So we're not here to play, you get. So we'll definitely verify any sources that you give us. We'll go there, we'll go and see them, you understand? So wherever you are, we don't mind, we'll travel there, we'll go and see them, we'll call them to ensure that, okay, you're not lying to us. And obviously guarantees or guarantors must be presented and everything like that. So yeah, we want our manager to be comfortable, we want our customers to be comfortable. So this is where all of that will happen. And you can move closer and show them like the view also. Okay, you can't really see from here, but this is Badeku, and there's like a big link road that connects from here to Lagos also. So very soon all of this area the road will be done properly, and it will look A1. So I'll take you to the other wing of the top floor. So here is the director's office. So you can see it's quite spacious also. I believe there's a kitchen area there, or kitchenette also, that'll be going into that corner there. And then if you come a bit closer, we have the apparently there's a bedroom here also. Thinking of all the stress of feeding chicken and producing feed it can be very stressful. So you might need to just sleep or rest a little bit. So there's like a small room there, and then the toilet and bathroom is also there. So we want to make it very comfortable, so that when we come, we come here to work, and nobody is stressed out. You understand? So I know they said young people are not into farming, but there's a young person that's into farming, so we're doing it the right way. So yeah, so we'll take you downstairs, and then I'll show you the other rooms that we have on site. Okay, yeah, so we're back downstairs. I'll show you the other rooms that we have. So come, let's go. So yeah, so I think this will be the main shop. So obviously we don't have a step here yet, but that will be corrected very soon. So this is one of the storerooms. Okay, well done. Yeah, sure. So yeah, so this is one of the main shop. So this is where customers can come in, just pick up their bags. Whether you want to pick up a few bags or whatever, I can just quickly come in and place your order there. Yeah, and then this side, we have our plan is to put a pharmacy in there, but you can't access that from there. So we'll go around, and then I'll show you that from the outside. So yeah, so let's go. Very soon we're gonna clean up the machine, repaint. So we're back outside, so you can see all of this is still under construction. Everything will be leveled up very soon. So that's the shop we showed you before. So that'll be where we'll store all the finished feed and everything like that. So, and then once those run out, then we'll bring out from the factory. So on this side, we're gonna have a pharmacy. Obviously some of the challenges we've had in the past is when we need medication in Ibadan, we have to go to Lagos to find an approved pharmacy, do you understand, to buy our feed. So we understand the challenges that we go through. So we're trying to simplify things for other farmers in this area, so instead of having to go all the way to Lagos and you're worried about maybe buying counterfeit drugs and all those things, you understand? So we just thought, okay, the things that we've gone through, let's help other people not to go through the same challenges as well. So we're gonna have a pharmacy here, and we're gonna employ professional and licensed animal doctor or pharmacist that will be working here. So in there we'll have different drugs, the medications, some tools and equipment that you might need. The main drugs that we usually buy is your Lasota and all those things, your vaccines. We'll have all of that there. If there's maybe any equipment also that we feel like is important, we're gonna have all those things there as well. So the shop is not too big, but I think it's big enough to supply people that are in this community. Do you understand? So yeah. So I guess that kind of wraps up the the tour of the feed mill. We've taken you inside. You can see we have a 4-ton capacity feed mill, like I said. We have 2 mixers, and based on our estimation and everything, we should be able to produce roughly like 800 bags or 25 kilo every day. And we have about 3 or 4 storehouses. Storage is the most important thing, because when you produce, you need to be able to store your feed, store the stuff that you've produced. Our prayer is, as soon as we produce, we're selling everything immediately, you understand? So the produce are not staying there for too long. But most importantly, you need to be able to store your raw materials, your corn, your soya, and all those things. So that's why we have different storage spaces for that. But we have a bigger farm, which when we buy maybe 2 trailers or 3 trailers, we're able to store stuff in that too. I think we'll give you a tour of that farm also later, so you can kind of see those rooms there. But when you're constructing a feed mill, definitely I think, if possible, try to ensure that you have a full service available to people, because if somebody's coming to buy your feed, at the same time they can purchase medication from you and buy some tools, or they might need some medication, and then through that medication you'll get to know about your feed also, you understand? So that's the reason why we just thought, okay, let's have everything there, so it's a complete service that we're providing. And also there's no point in wasting land is very expensive, do you understand? So that's the reason why we've done it the way we've done it. But we're located in Badeku, and Badeku is in Ibadan.